Hello, this is Bill Terra. I wanted to talk to you about a letter that was published in The Guardian on May 24th. The title of this letter was Global Climate Strike. Disrupting our normal lives is the only way to secure our future, which is something that I do believe in. Many of the signatories of this letter are men and women who I've admired over the years, both for their writing and the work that they've done in society and the lectures that they've given. A couple of things caught my attention. One is this quote: "We are well aware that by itself this strike and a week of international climate action won't change the course of events." It won't change the course of events. And it goes on to say that the good news is we have the technologies that we need. The price of solar panels have gone down by 90% in the past decade. Now, this is part of a particular mantra that has been common within the environmental movement for several decades now. But there's something that's a little disturbing about it, and that is that the focus is on things, that there's no focus on the things that can actually be done to bring about change. More and more we focus on things that are outside our individual control, like industry or governmental action. What if there was a way to take action that would change the course of events? That would change the course of events? What if climate change was something that you worked to eliminate 3 times a day? Now, some of you already know where I'm going with this, and some of you would be thinking, oh no, not that again. Why do we avoid some very simple truths, completely backed by the climate science that is always referred to? And that is this: not eating animals is the most important single thing that we can do on a daily basis to slow and even reverse our rush toward environmental destruction. Why can't we say that? How curious it is to focus on whether we use airplanes or cars when animal agriculture generates more greenhouse gases than all of transportation put together. Why do we talk about cleaning rivers and oceans when one of the largest polluters of water on the planet is the animal industry, which involves animal excreta and hormones and antibiotics into the water supplies, and the toxic runoff from artificial fertilizers that are used to speed up the growth of food, not to feed people, but to feed animals. And I don't need to go into the details of the abuse and murder of sentient animals to satisfy our pleasure. We all know that, and even if we'd rather that it wasn't discussed. We will know when the environmental community has embraced the ethical reality of ecology, when simple acts of daily life are prioritized above the selling of the great commercial green opportunity of climate disaster. We have to look to ourselves. There's no change without change. Incremental gestures such as avoiding meat 1 day a week or reducitarianism simply indicate that the fine vision that we have about our children's lives, about our grandchildren's lives, about the health of the planet are all fine and good as long as we don't have to change our own personal habits or our own personal ways of getting pleasure in our life. Now, there was a period during the civil rights movement several decades ago when Martin Luther King noticed that there was a great deal of momentum happening, and he cautioned people by saying, this is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. We are at that exact same place now. The personal is political. Everything that can be done in terms of cultural political action, cleaning up the environment, reducing our plastic use, holding industries accountable, that can all be done at the same time that we're not eating animals. Right? So why be shy? The environment is not out there somewhere. It's right here. We are the environment. The best way to change the environment is to change human activity. Right? That can be done at home. Let's start right now. This can be done. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.